group of lovely people. We are with the iconic Deering Banjos Company. I am so excited to talk about them, about their journey and their new release, which has a wonderful feature on it. Hey guys, how's it going?
It's great. It's awesome to be here.
Doing well. What I love about Deering is that it's a family-run business. You know, companies like Martin Guitar, like Gretsch Guitar, there's something in those guitars that when you play them, you could feel the craft and you can feel the love that went into creating what they did. Tell me a little bit about your backstory that people may not know.
Well, Deering Banjos started in 1975 by my parents, Janet and Greg, and they, as a couple, really wanted to build something, and they wanted a family company. That was their biggest goal, and my dad was already a banjo player, and he already knew how to do woodworking, so they put it all together, and that's how it started, and I grew up helping as part of the company.
And he said that he wanted to create something that was great quality but also affordable because he couldn't afford a banjo. So I think that's also amazing that you guys had that mentality as well, looking at the consumer perspective.
Yes, we wanted to take care of all of the players. So, you know, someone who's just beginning can feel comfortable investing, there's a certain amount you're willing to invest when you're starting something new, and we wanted to be able to provide for that, but have it also be American made. And that is a feat that we are so passionate about. We're not willing to change where we are, what we do as far as being American made.
And you can hear it in the tone, and you can hear it in the artists that play Deering Banjos. I mean, Mumford & Sons, Bella Fleck, every banjo player that I know. And it's amazing when you look back to look at the history of the company and you find these similarities and the love that went into that.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to talk about this new release that we have today. Can you share a little bit about
that?
So
Ashley is holding the Julia Bell banjo, which is a collaboration with Allison Brown. And it's actually paying homage also to John Hartford. It has his own personal hand drawings as part of the inlays.
Wow.
That John's daughter contributed and was part of making that happen. So it's one of the first banjos we've ever had that has a female character to it. It's called the Julia Bell after one of John's songs and after the riverboat that he used to captain.
And then speaking of females, as a female entrepreneur that grew up in a family business, I read online that your family said that you have like the work power of like two of them combined, and then you were like, I had good teachers. And then also for you, as a female artist, there's a lot that, we go through. What are some tips that you would suggest to even female banjo players,
Female banjo players? Well, you take that first, Ashley. You have a lot more experience as a player.
Oh, man. I don't know. I think banjo is all about taking it to the next level and respecting tradition, but also not worrying about people thinking you're not adhering to tradition, and just going for it and practicing as much as you can and not worrying about comparing yourself to other players. I used to get down on myself because I'd be like, oh, I'm not as good at this person and all that, but you just have to be as good as you are and just keep trying to improve your own level based off of what you can do already.
And also playing, an instrument that's easy to play, so that's also an important thing. Which is great, and that's what these banjos are. They're so playable. I love them. Mm-hmm. Awesome. So I'd love to hear a little bit of the banjo.
Yeah.
Can you play a song for us?
I figured since it's a John Hartford's design, I should play a little of a John Hartford song. How about a little Gentle on My Mind?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Take us away.
It's knowing that your door is always open and your path is free to walk. That makes me tend to leave my sleeping bag rolled up and stashed behind your couch. And it's knowing I'm not shackled by forgotten words and bonds and the ink stains that have dried upon some line. That keeps you in the back roads by the rivers of my memory, keeps you ever gentle on my mind. It's not clinging to the rocks and ivy planted on their columns now that binds me, or something that somebody said because they thought we fit together walking. It's just knowing that the world will not be cursing or forgiving when I walk along some railroad track and find that you're moving on the back roads by the rivers of my memory, and for hours you're just gentle on my mind. Though the wheat fields and the clotheslines and the junkyards and the highways come between us, and some other woman's crying to her mother 'cause she turned and I was gone, I still might run in silence, tears of joy might stain my face, and a summer sun might burn me till I'm blind, but not to where I cannot see you walking on the back roads by the rivers flowing gentle on my mind. Cup of soup back from the gurgling, crackling cauldron in some train yard, with my beard a ruffling coal pile and a dirty hat pulled low across my face. Through cupped hands round a tin can, I pretend to hold you to my breast and find that you're waving from the back roads by the rivers of my memory, ever smiling, ever gentle on my mind. You're gentle on my mind.
Beautiful.
So great. That was Ashley Campbell live at the 2018 Summer NAMM Show with Backstory Events and American Songwriter. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I'm so, honestly, everybody, please look up the Deering Banjo Company's story. It's inspiring both for musicians and business people. It was amazing. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. It was an honor. And where can everybody find you guys online?
You can find me on Spotify and iTunes and Instagram and Facebook, AshleyCampbellMusic.com.
And DeeringBanjos.com, and Deering Banjos on Instagram and Facebook.
Thank y'all so much. This is Sarah Command live from the 2018 Summer NAMM Show with Backstory Events and American Songwriter. See you later.
Thanks.